Hello everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up to date with a 9x12 process video for you, and I am actually using the Kitaholic Kits October kits, I think, for this particular layout. In those kits we got these chipboard words in white, and they're from Cocoa Vanilla, and so I decided I was going to play around with using my mists on them, and it kind of worked. I'm not really very good at mixed media and so I kind of didn't know what I was doing, so I was just spraying the crap out of them. Clearly I put too much spray on, but I did find that when I kind of soaked up the excess with a baby wipe, it just left it with a nice wash of colour. Some colours worked better than others. As you can see, the purple is quite strong. The green is really, well, it's not green even, it's blue on this. It looks a little green, but it is actually blue. It's navy, believe it or not. It was very subtle, and the gold didn't work at all, so I had to respray it. So when you soaked it up, all the gold came off. So I just resprayed it and then left it. So I wanted to show you that part before I went on with the rest of the layout, because I'd kind of decided early on what my title was going to be, and it's going to be a really big title, and that's going to be pretty much the focus of this layout. So I've taken this piece of pattern paper from the Cocoa Vanilla Bohemian Dreams collection, I think it is, and I've decided to use it. I'd obviously used a triangle of it in another layout, and so I just decided to use the whole piece pretty much on this layout. The photos of my nephew, and I've got a set of 3 photos that I've trimmed down, so they're less than 3x4. I don't know what the exact measurement is, but they started 3x4 and I did trim them a little, so you can see them down there. And I've decided that they all go together. They're all about the same thing, just my nephew and I playing in the car. Obviously the car is stationary. The keys are not in the car, they are out of the car. And he just loves playing in the car, so we were doing that. So I'm backing the photos on this pattern paper here from the same collection, and I've decided I was going to use the blue side, but it was a little too blue. So I decided to use the polka dotty side because you can't see the polka dots at all, and the white looks good on the blue pattern paper that I've got as the background. So I have backed those 2 photos, and I'm not backing the middle photo because I'm going to use that chipboard frame that I've got on the left hand side there. So here's where I start to stick my title down, and it's a really long title, but I deliberately wanted to be because I didn't know how else to use these chipboard words, so I literally put all of the ones that I had left onto this layout. So I'd lost the little sticky bit off the back of the dot of the eye, and also I forgot to colour it, so it is white, but I'm not that worried. I've stuck it down. I do like the way this turned out. I would have done some things differently, but that's okay. It's all stuck down now. The memory is captured. That's the main thing, right? But see the letters, this lovely is just a bit close to the beautiful. I would have brought it down a bit, but anyway, it is what it is. And once they stick down, boy, those things are stuck down. Yes, so I'm sticking down my photos. Yeah, so I'm going to attach them down. So I'm actually sticking them all straight down onto the layout. I know sometimes I pop things up and give it some dimension, but because there's sort of so much going on with the title, and you know, I've used this chipboard piece as a frame for the middle photo, I've just left it like that, and I've left them all stuck straight onto the layout. So you can see here I'm just sticking that those other 2 photos down, and it's pretty tight along the bottom, but I like the way it looks. You know, it's a very straight kind of grid pattern, but yeah, I think it's effective. So I'm just pulling out the thickers that came in the kit, because remember, this beautiful and lovely doesn't make any sense. So I'm going with I'm going to add some more words down the bottom, but I remembered we had that wood veneer piece and I just decided to add it. I know it's a border, but I don't know, I thought it looked alright there. It probably looks better without it, but it's stuck down now. So I'm getting out my phone here and typing out silly moments because my spelling's atrocious, and on the fly I thought I'm going to make a spelling mistake, and the first question I had was, does silly have one L or two? Obviously it has two. So I'm spelling out silly moments. So the title is Remember This Beautiful and Lovely Silly Moment. Not an S, sorry, that wouldn't make sense. Remember this beautiful and lovely silly moment. So yeah, I've stuck that down with an exclamation mark on the end, and I'm really happy with that title. So here is where I think probably if I hadn't have put that love heart border it would have looked better, but it is stuck down and that is okay. I do like it. I think I would have preferred it without, but anyway, as I said, never fear, the memory is captured. So I decided to pop up the wood veneer, and I just cut up some foam. Well, I cut up some of the foam dots that I have, so that, you know, I could make smaller pieces and stick it down. And this was a bit fiddly. Probably should have edited some of this out because I had to move some stuff around the foam bits, because I went to stick it down and I was like, wait, that's not going to work. So I moved a couple of the foam bits and put them on the smaller ends, and then I stuck it down. Perfect. Right in the middle. Done. And then I went through the ephemera pieces, and I knew I wanted some ephemera, but I knew I didn't want much ephemera, because, you know, there's a lot going on there with the title, and the title is so large and there's more than one photo. So I sort of was like, what am I going to do? So I went through the ephemera, and here's me, see, that's my thinking hands. And I just wanted to pull out a few things, so I really wanted to fit that flare badge because it says Wild Child, and I thought that was a really good kind of fitting title for my nephew. But it just looked weird. It didn't look right, so it didn't make it. So here I am. I've found some arrows which came in the exclusive die cuts that lovely Deb designs. So I've stuck those, well, I will be using those. And in fact, I don't even think about it. I'm like, yep, they're good, stick them down. So I'm sticking those down now, as you can see, with a bit of liquid glue. I really like that Tombow glue, works well. Gives you a little bit of wiggle room, but dries relatively quickly. And I wanted to use, there was one more arrow left in the same kind of design, and I did want to use that, but it wouldn't fit up there, it was too big. So I've gone with this one instead, which was again in the cutter parts. Oh, it was either in the cutter parts or it was in the pack. I think it was in the cutter parts. And now I'm seeing, what else have I got that I can stick down here? So I go with some enamel shapes, and I use the hearts on the enamel shapes. I think the enamel shapes are from the Cocoa Vanilla collection as well, and they're super cute. I love the hearts. So I've stuck down 3 clusters of 3, and then I decide I should put something else on here because this layout definitely needs more. So I just cover it in tiny words, because what more does a giant layout with a massive title need but more words? Clearly. So here's me sticking down those words. And yeah, there we go. That's it. I'm going to add, I wasn't going to add Heidi Swap Colour Shine either, or the mist, but I decided actually it needed it. And so I picked out the gold and the navy. And I'm going to cover the face of my nephew so I don't get a big splodge on his face. And then I am going to sprinkle. I went with the gold first, and I was like, oh, the gold will look good. It's nice and subtle, but it adds some cool shine. But actually, you just couldn't see it enough. So I added the navy, which, if I had to choose out of all the colours I've tried, my favourite Heidi Swap Colour Shine colour, it's navy. Hot tip, looks good on most things. So that is it. That's the layout done. I'm going to bring it up, slow the video down and bring it up close so you can see what it looks like up close. But yeah, super quick, super easy. I like a big title. I don't do it very often, but I think I need to do it a little bit more because I really like how it looks. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. Please like, comment, add and subscribe, and we will see you in the video next time. Either Wednesday or Sunday. I don't know what day you're watching this, but it'll probably be, yeah, my sister in the next video. So enjoy. Alright guys, bye!